shower a little while ago, as you probably know from watching my shake video. I've been emptying out the car, looking for my bank card because I have no idea where it is. I'm going to show you guys my garden, and we're going to talk about the title of my live stream here. My name is, I was going to make it what's in a name, but I decided to put it, my name is instead. I don't know why, because I'm me and I'm random, and that's just how it is. It's how I roll. Okay, so here's the garden, first of all. Of course, Maverick has to be in my garden, stepping on everything. This is this right here, by the way. He's probably looking for some grass to eat and chasing bugs and stuff. But that's the lettuce. It's coming up. Oh, it's starting to even look a little bit like lettuce, isn't it? Cool. It grew really well compared to the other stuff. This is the start, I believe, of, this is more lettuce. These over here, these little, these things right here, I think are carrots. Pretty sure that's what I planted there. And over here, we have cucumbers. Like I said, I've never done this before, so this is all news to me, how they're coming up. Look at these weird leaves. I didn't know they came up like this. So we got normal leaves, and we got little jaggedy leaves. Got some over here. But yeah, the garden's growing amazingly. Now let's go look at the watermelon. Thank you for the thumb up, by the way. Good morning, everybody. So, if you like my videos or my channel or me or anything about this little section of YouTube, please feel free to hit the thumb up, like, and share. I always appreciate that. It helps get out the message that I'm here and that I have a safe place for you guys to land once in a while, you know. Okay, so I'm moving this thing out of the way. So here's where I have planted my watermelon. Hi, Sweet Wheat. There's little stalks of stuff coming up here. There's one, there's one. The only reason I know that these are actual crops that I planted are because it's kind of a duplicate. Like there's that two-leaf thing, there's that two-leaf thing. Here's another two-leaf thing. So to me, that tells me that something good is growing there. Not sure what all this is. It almost looks like poison ivy. So that would not be good if I'm planting among the poison ivy. But knowing me, it's a possibility, I guess. Okay, so there is the garden. That is how the garden grows so far. It looks pretty good. I'm pretty impressed with it myself. I've never grown a garden before, other than I grew the plants that Mommy Mars sent me, those cactus type plants. Oh, there's the Bobo. Hi, Bowie, what you see? Leave the birdie alone, Bo. Bobo, leave the bird alone. He's going after the blackbird. Ugh. I already had my breakfast. It was the shake, the chocolate shake with cherries, dark red cherries in it. I only drank like about half of that shake, and then I give the rest to Matthew. Because honestly, those shakes are pretty filling. I will say that about them. They may not always be the best tasting, but they do fill you up. Oh man, I can't even sit on my swing. My cushion's all wet. Darn it. Oh well. Yeah, it's been raining a lot here. We've gotten a lot of precipitation in this area where I live. So, let's talk about the name thing, okay? So I was just pondering today. You know me and my ponderings, just random ponderings. And I probably won't stay inside because Matthew's sleeping, and I'm gonna let him do that. I just wanted to bring some stuff in. Oh, did you? You got the $14 kit for the 310? Awesome. Yeah, I mean, like I said, the horchata, not a big fan, but the chocolate, very yummy. Not too chalky, not bad. That's excellent. So I'm going to try to stay out here while he's sleeping so I don't wake him. So the reason I said what's in the name or my name is because this morning when I woke up, I was thinking about names. And I was thinking about all the people that I've actually talked to. Check this tree out, by the way. I don't know if I ever showed you guys this. Those initials right there, it's MC Loves Elsie. Yeah, that's our initials. Matthew made that. Back when it flooded, he did that, I think. Um, so I'm getting sidetracked. I was thinking of all the people I have met, and a lot of you, I know your names online, but I also know your actual names. And we have a term for that when people, display those actual names. It's called doxing, or people's addresses or where they work or whatever. And it just occurred to me that we really do paint like a persona in our minds of people online. And then when we actually get to see those people, like on a camera or even in person, we're kind of like, it's different. I mean, it's not that they're totally different, but it's a weird, different feeling like, oh my gosh, that's who you really are? You're an actual person, a human being, I've had that occasion a couple times to actually meet people on camera, and it occurred to me how we have all this drama and unnecessary nonsense online at times. And I really do think a lot of that is because we objectify each other on here. We see each other as, yeah, we may show our face. Very few people do that even anymore. But if we do show our face or even an avatar or whatever, we paint this picture in our mind of who this person is and what they believe and what they represent. And yet, if we met them in person, we may get along just fine with them. For one thing, people in person, I think, a lot of times are a lot quicker to be shy or intimidated by other people. And why is that? It's because of the energy. Because when you are in person with somebody, you feel their energy. I think Laura and Phil would be a prime example of this, at least for me. Seeing them online when they were separate, they were a lot more. I want to be kind about this. I don't mean to sound, critical at all. They were more extravagant in how they reacted, kind of almost a little bit nervous with each other, and we all saw it. Um, it wasn't a bad thing. It was just kind of a giddy thing. And now that they're together, yeah, they still are flirty and nervous, but not like it was. Now they're actually in the presence of each other. They've bonded, they're connected, and it's a whole different bunch of energy that we're seeing. And it's pretty fascinating to me how different that is when we actually see people and view them as human. And I think that's one thing we forget when we get on YouTube is that you're dealing with human beings. Yes, they may have mental disorders. I'm not talking about Laura and Phil. I'm talking about people in general. They may have mental disorders, emotional problems, anxiety, whatever. But if you were with them in person, I think you would get the bigger picture of who you're really dealing with. So I'm not going to name names, of course, other than Laura and Phil, and that's just because they're my friends and I like them both, and they've been really good to me. And I think what they did with each other, meeting each other online and then hooking up, was pretty neat. I realize there's other stuff um, in the background that is none of my business, and I don't care to make it my business. But all I know is what I see, and that's what I'm going on. And they seem happy, and I pray they are happy. And they're getting into church, which of course is a plus for me, Miss Bible Thumper, as I'm known. I'm very glad that they're, finding the spiritual connection with each other as well as the emotional and other connections. So, anyhow, yeah, not to toot my own horn, and I'm really not trying to do that, but that's one thing about me, I guess, that might be different than a lot of people. Hey, LB. And that is that I've been genuine from the beginning, and I think that's been a threat to certain people on here because they keep up a persona when they're on here, and then if you met them in person, you'd see the real person. But if you met me, I'm just as goofy and crazy as I am on here in person. Trust me, Amy could tell you, my coworker, if she was here, she would tell you I have her laughing constantly at work. We just cackle back and forth and tease each other, and we have a good time. My job is ending on the 17th, and then who knows where the next adventure will be. I got a bug on my phone. But yeah, I'm excited to see where. Yahweh puts me next, but I'm willing to go on that journey. Wherever he goes, he can just put his hand out and I'll take his hand and he can lead me into the next venture. Hey, main girl, good morning. So yeah, obviously, main girl, there's another example. She has a real name and she's a real person in real life. There's other people on here that have real names and they use screen names because of anonymity. They don't want to be known. I'm Laura. Nice to meet you. That's my real name, Laura Beth Colbert. That's who I am. On here, I've been Dee Dee. I've been Delusion Dispeller. I've been called Delusional. I've been called all kinds of things. And now I'm L for Life Happenings. That's why I chose the name L. That's why I identify as that. But who I identify with on here is not me. I am Laura. That is me. That's the persona that if you met me in person and you called me L, people would kind of look at you weird because I'm Laura. So L can stand for Laura too, but that really wasn't my intention of calling myself L. It was L for Life Happenings, the L in life. It's okay though. Um, so yeah, I guess just remember that next time you run into people that they're actually people. And although they're putting on a certain air on here and persona, if you met them in person, you may or may not like them and get along with them. I don't know, but I think the majority of people on here, you could at least tolerate in person. Even though on here they might drive you up one end of the wall and down the other. I have a few on here that do that with me. So, I don't know. It was just my pondering that we're all actually human beings and have energy that we don't feel through a screen at all. Not at all. That was one thing different when I was on Pale Talk, which is another forum like the YouTube chat type thing. You could feel the essence of people through the screen a lot more. But I was involved in prayer and worship singing and stuff like that on Pale Talk that I'm not involved in on here. Here it's mostly chat, little bit of humor. Sometimes I dance, sometimes I sing, sometimes I review milkshakes, but it's not the same forum as the Pale Talk was. Pale Talk was a lot more intimately connected. Oh, enjoy, sweet wheat, enjoy. So, anyways, that was just a thought I was pondering. You know, we're just all humans. We're people, and we have personas on here, but that's not truly, really who we are. Very few of us, I think, that come on here are actually being our genuine selves. Even Matthew noticed that, and Matthew, being on the spectrum of autism, he notices stuff. He's very empathic or empathetic, however you say the word. So he sees things and he tells me about them. Like, I don't really think that person is who they say they are. They're putting on a show just because they're online. And I've come to realize that really is the case. Some of us are like very dramatic and post videos that are like really shocking, to say the least. But in real life, we might not be anything like that. Or we may be goofballs in real life. Some people might be like me in real, online, and off. But the majority of people, no, I don't think so. I think people keep their private life private for a reason. And I'm just not a private person. I've had to be more private to protect my husband because he gets very uneasy when people, pull up who he is. He doesn't want to be exposed and harmed on here. And I don't blame him. I've been through just about everything online that I possibly could go through, I suppose, other than like actual real life stuff where somebody comes to my house. But they have gone to my job through emails and almost cost me 2 jobs. So I have been through that. But for the most part, I've always bounced back and come back on here, maybe a little bit differently than I was before, but I'm here. I haven't gone anywhere. I might take a sabbatical once in a while, but yeah, I'm still here. I'm still standing. I'll show you my kitties here because I'm kind of running out of stuff to talk about. So you guys got to kind of carry the conversation a little bit. It's so nice here. You hear the birdies? All the kitties hear the birdies and they see them. There's my Bobo way over there. Where you going, Bobo man? Where you going? You gonna go catch a birdie? Leave the birdies alone. And there is Teddy Bear. I don't know where Hale is. She'd like to see you, TT. Oh, a lot of people aren't very good at that. Some of us are, some of us aren't. There's Mav on my car. Hi, Mav. Hi, Neo. Nine. He's not going to look at me. Yeah, hi, Mavy. Mavy's my boy. He always wants to be held by me constantly. Yeah, I know. These bugs are ridiculous this year, huh? Little fruit flies and everything flying in your hair. Annoying. Where you going, Micha? My babies. Anyway, that's the kitties. That's how they're doing. I was going to take a walk, but I know as soon as I walk away from the house, I will lose all of y'all. My whole live stream will go down. Yeah, I understand, sweet. Sometimes it's hard to know. You know, you want to trust people and take them at face value, and you can't. You just learn over time, and then once you're taught that lesson a few times by that same person, you just avoid them. You know, they say once bitten, twice shy. Sometimes it takes 3 times bitten before you get shy. Oh, yeah, that's true, El. That's true, LB. Oh, wow, such interesting sounds I'm hearing. All kinds of birds. The skies are alive with birds. I'm noticing some kind of weird vapor coming off the top of my roof. See if you guys can see it. Look real carefully. I'll show you my roof. I'll get a little closer. I don't know what it is. It's probably from the sun beating down on it and drying up all the dew off the roof. But do you see that? Can you see that? It's weird. Probably too bright for you to see anything. Anyway, I'm really glad my garden is growing. I'm happy about that. I have not used my clogging platform in a while. I was thinking of maybe getting out and doing some today. I'm just so hooked on the Just Dance thing. Yeah, I know. It is sometimes hard to determine if somebody's good or not. And that's where my information on narcissism and borderline and all that stuff comes in handy. I just do the research and pull it out and look at it and say, okay, this fits that classification, so I'm going to be very careful around this person. And that's what you got to do, is do your research and learn what to look out for. When you see it, keep them at arm's length till you know. You know? I mean, people still will hurt you at times. It's just part of human beings being human beings. But once you are sure that you've met somebody that could be hazardous to your mental health, then you need to kind of steer clear on purpose so that you don't get hurt again. And we each got to do that, protect our own psyches, if you will. But life is short, y'all. It's very short. And one day none of this stuff will matter anyways. Finally found something to sit on my swing with. A little piece of sponge. Oh, that's better. I was trying to figure out why I couldn't get you to see me, like, I don't know, in the right light. It's because of where I was holding the phone. But yeah, honestly, I'm not any magic guru or anything. The way that I am able to bounce back from things, I just really go to God when things get to the point where I can't handle them, and I literally release it to Him. I just say, okay, I don't know what to do here. I have no idea what's going on. Oh, you're welcome. I say, I have no idea what's going on. I don't know what to do. take the wheel. It's kind of like Jesus take the wheel, and it's in a very literal sense. You get to the point where you really don't have a clue what's coming up next or what to do. So you just tell him to take over. I'm going to share more of my beautiful yard with you. It's all mine now. I own the whole thing. I own it. I know it might not be much. My house isn't the best. I was telling Amy that yesterday, my friend from work, that because she's very perfectionistic, I think she likes things neat and clean, and I'm like, you probably don't want to come in my house. It's not pristine, I can tell you that. I'm getting better at cleaning and doing stuff like that, but yeah, I don't think you'd be too happy with it. But you're welcome to visit anytime you want. Just be prepared. Now, Matthew and I want to take one room at a time and just start, fixing it up when we can. Hi, Meech Me. It really is a beautiful area. And it's peaceful most of the time. Occasionally we got kids screaming in the background because some children moved in to a trailer over that way. I can't show you. A trailer over that way. And then behind us, there's a house. You can kind of see the roof and stuff. That's where more children live. So occasionally we have screaming youngsters in the yard playing. And there's a trampoline back there they put in. So they come out and jump on the trampoline. And when the trampoline was farther in their yard, they would come over and watch me clog. Like, come over to their bushes and watch me clog. Oh, you didn't see it, LB? I'll show you. I showed it in the beginning of the video, but I'll show it again. I don't have a problem with that. So here we go. There's my lettuce. And more lettuce here. These little squirrely things are supposed to be carrots. And then this stuff over here is my cucumbers, and they're really coming up. Check that out. And then I was showing my watermelons. I'll show those too. You guys just want me to walk and get exercise, don't you? So, not here. Where am I going? I don't even know where I'm at. I was looking through the phone, that's why. So here are my watermelon coming up. I think it's those two little leafies right there. Those are the watermelon. Because here's two more little leafies. And two more. And over here, I don't know if these came up or not. I'm not sure. No, there's nothing really growing here. Oh, right here, there's some teeny tiny little ones starting to sprout. And I guess once watermelons start growing, they grow fast. So here's hoping we get a nice watermelon crop. You know, Matthew and I, we love our watermelon. Yummy. So that is how the garden grows. Once again, part 2. There you go. This was the smartest thing I did this year, guys. You ever see those screens on TV, the magnetic screens? The cats can go in and out easily, and the bugs can stay out. Teddy's about to demonstrate. There we go. And that part will just stay on the ground because it's long enough, but if they come through and they're a little taller, then the magnets open and close. Wonderful things, these screens. Now mine are kind of ripping. I'll probably have to get a new one before next year probably. But smartest thing we ever got. The only thing is if you're afraid to leave your door open. You know, I'm not sure. On the advertisement, I don't think they consider the fact that if people put these on their doors, that kind of leaves them vulnerable to anybody walking through the screen. Because usually on the advertisements that I've seen, when they show this screen, they're showing it like in a back patio that's all fenced in, like for some kind of a picnic or party with the family. So you can go in and out with the drinks and whatever, you know, the picnic lunches. But this is on my back door, which is my actual door. So if I leave that screen on and I leave the door open, I'm being trusting that some intruder doesn't walk through my screen. So as you can imagine, a lot of times I don't do that. If I'm home alone, I don't do it very long because I feel kind of vulnerable being home alone. Oh, thank you, LB. Good to know. Um, so in that case, I would open one of the windows or both of the windows in the back room and let them in and out there. So the reason why my garden is so small is because I am so lazy. I don't want a big garden. I don't want to have to get out and weed it and take care of it until I learn how to grow it at least. So I thought something was better than nothing. And I decided to fence it in that little area. And amazingly, that little frame there is a door. It's a door frame, like a literal door frame. And I just poured the dirt in there and mixed it up with the dirt that was in the ground, which is very clay based. And as you can see, it seems to be working. And this gate that I have around it, that was from Roland. This was the old guinea pig cage gate thing, their sides of their walls. So I kind of made it around the edge because I didn't have enough of the other gate. And it's just kind of a nice little way to fence it in a bit. And then I'm going to get some chicken wire to put all around it eventually, so that the critters don't get into it. And hopefully we'll have a nice garden of a few crops this year. And since I know I am able to grow things, I might put more in next year. Who knows? It's not really too late to probably put stuff in right now if I wanted to, but I don't know. I'm fine with growing what I'm growing. As long as it's growing, I'm happy. Yeah, I started with container gardens when Mommy Mars sent me the plants. That's how I started learning how to garden. And then Grandma Ducky sent me a few videos on gardening about putting them in like a raised up thing, which mine isn't very raised up, but it is sectioned off from the rest of the grass. And I took that blank space that was there after the flooding and thought, you know what? Life gives you lemons, make lemonade. So I basically took that patch of land that had been flooded and decided to plant on it. And I actually planted over here too, and I'm not sure if anything came up here. So let's go look. Yeah, I don't think anything is coming up here, but it may be here. See if we can see anything. See, I planted in this little patch of dirt, but this is only the clay. This is not, um, this is not the type of dirt that I put in the actual garden area. So I don't know if anything will grow in here. This might be stuff growing, but that might be weeds. Who knows? Time will tell. Probably nothing. But I technically could have planted this whole entire thing if I wanted to and have a whole other garden. This was where that mattress was. But one garden is enough to maintain. I don't really want to have to manage a whole bunch of stuff. So, yeah. Anyway, I just deal with what I got to deal with. That's good enough for me. Yeah, honestly, sweet wheat, buy yourself some potting soil, drop a few seeds in it of whatever, and put a little water in it. And then you'll see 7 to 10 days it'll start sprouting up, maybe sooner than that. And you'll get encouraged because you'll see the growth. And then you just water it a little bit at a time. Oh, thank you, LB. Grow your greens. Excuse me, hiccups. So, yeah, my little garden takes very little time to weed. And there's not a whole lot of weeds growing in it. I really should get out and weed, but it is the Sabbath day today, so I don't work on the Sabbath any more than I need to. And I've already done too much as far as work. I cleaned out the litter box, took the garbage out, but that's because I'm trying to keep the health of my family, which that's fine according to Orthodox Judaism, even to take care of your family, you're allowed to do things like that. But usually you should have it done before the Sabbath. And I didn't. Hi, Meecha. Come here. Come here, Meech. Come on. Yeah, hi. Hi, Miss Me. Yeah, me. Me. This is the Meechy. Meech, meet. Say hi to everybody, Meech, meet. You know Laura and Phil have kitty cats, too. I like seeing their kitty cats. They do. They have beautiful kitty cats. Theirs are like, I think tortoise shell or something. One is polydactyl. Mm-hmm. Polydactyl cats are cool. Michi likes sitting right here on the swing. She has taken to getting used to the swing. And she'll often fall asleep out here, and I'll see her sitting out on the swing. Right, Michi? Right. Oh, strawberries, yeah. I never even thought of planting strawberries. I do love strawberries. I'd probably buy some, maybe at a farmer's market or something. First thing I got to do is renew my driver's license and my registration and get the brakes fixed on the vehicle. And then once I can drive around, I will hit the farmer's markets. We have one right down the street. We have a couple of them actually in the area. And I'll go and get me some fresh fruit, fresh produce. That'll be nice. That is one of my goals this summer, is to hit the farmer's markets. I like going to farmers markets. They're kind of fun. They don't just have fruit and vegetables either. Some of them, like during COVID, they had a couple open and they were selling masks, actually. Handmade masks. We got a couple of those. I know, strawberries are so good, especially dipped in chocolate. Mmm. Yum, 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 dark chocolate. Here's one of the benefits of this little cat hutch thing that looks like an eyesore. Michi is up there drinking some water. When the rain falls, the cats get up there and they'll drink water off of the canvas, or the, whatever those things are, those car throw things that we buy to put over it. Oh, hey Mo. Momo just came through the door of the netted doorway thing. Oh, go for it, sweet. You can do it. Yeah, I'm still working on the weight loss thing. It seems like a never-ending job, you know. But right now, I'm kind of like, I'm not beating myself up over it. I know how to eat. I know how to exercise. And if the weight comes off, it comes off. I'm tired of beating myself up over it. I just like doing the Just Dance thing. But then when you're working out, you're building muscle and it shows up on the scale as pounds, which discourages me. So, and I'm not one to only weigh myself once a week. So I discourage myself on a regular basis. Oh, yeah, I'm my own worst enemy at times when it comes to that. Look at the kitties up over on the car. They're just having a good old time. Thanks, LB. I appreciate the encouragement. I don't feel like I'm doing fine. I feel like I was doing a lot better a couple years ago, but oh well, whatever. It is what it is. You can't take it with you anyway, you know. Whether you're skinny or fat, one day you're all gonna be gone, so it doesn't really matter. It only matters on this earth how we feel about that stuff. Thank you, sweet wheat. I mean, I do look at my older pictures or even my older videos when I was a lot heavier, and I'm like, well, you're not so bad because look at what you looked like then. You know, you were a lot wider. That's the first thing I noticed with weight loss was I narrowed, like even on the camera screen. My older videos, I'm like taking up most of the screen, and I can sit the same distance from the camera now, and it's like not half the size, but a lot less, like narrower this way. So it's mostly just the belly I got to get rid of, and that's the hardest part. And I've been watching this one lady, I think it's called 70 Pounds of Life or something. And it's about her losing a whole bunch of weight, and then she ended up getting the tummy tuck surgery. No, thank you. I am not getting a tummy tuck. No way, no how. If I lose the weight and there's flab hanging, oh well, that's what pants are for. She's going through some stuff with that tummy tuck. You have to put drains in, and you have to change the drains, and it gets all kinds of gunky clots. No, no, not for me. That's gross. I mean, maybe if I had to have some other surgery done, like a hysterectomy at some point or whatever, I'd be like, just do the tummy tuck too. But not just for the sake of, oh, I think I'll go flatten my stomach because I lost all this weight and there's flab hanging and it's bothering me. No, no. Mav, leave the birdies alone. Man, they're determined to stalk birds today. Cats, just like lions, prey animals. Anyway, so we were. Oh, yeah. I hear you, LB. We were going to take this little eyesore down. But every time we go to take it down, we find cats in it. Because they love going in there. And they sit on top. Look where Mimi is. Sometimes Neo will sit on top. But they like sitting on my car over there. But yeah, Michi's up on top. And they like sitting on vehicles and sitting on their hutch. So far it's staying where it is. Eventually, I think Matthew may rebuild and remake it. But it's his thing, and I'm not messing with it. I forgot to put the live chat comment on here so I can see. Oh, you're welcome, sweet. That's what I aim for. I don't like a lot of chaos. There's enough of that on here. Trust me, I see what goes on. I travel around from room to room and see what's up, and everything from people showing their butts in the camera to fighting about stupid stuff. Um, I don't have time for that. I'm in the real world more than I'm on here. And when I'm on here, I just want to chit chat and say hi to people and pray with people and show them what's going on with my garden and, just happy stuff because life is full of stress. There's got to be one place on here to de stress. Yeah, I was smart yesterday, Sweet Wheat. Speaking of watching what you eat. So, for Shabbat, or Rev Shabbat, which is the night before Shabbat, I make challah bread, and I made it out of croissant dough, which, as you might know, has calories in it, because all dough does. So instead of having like half the dough, because what I do is I take the whole croissant tube, and I roll it into a big ball of dough, and then I'll make the braids, and I'll braid it together, and I'll bake it in my little oven. I got smart this time and just broke off a little piece, put some cream cheese on it, and called it a day. Normally, I would break that thing in half, so I'm eating half of a container of crescent roll dough in bread form. And yeah, that's a lot of calories. So I was smart. I just took a little piece, put some cream cheese on it, and that was it. And then I went to bed after that. So I was glad about that. So every time I get on the scale and I see that my weight has gone up, I say, well, okay, it's 194 now, but at least it's not 294. At least it's not 300, you know. That's kind of the mindset I have to keep on going. I'm not going to let the number on a scale make me upset because, you know, I could just drop dead in 5 minutes and I won't care what I weighed, you know. So it's just a mindset thing. And I also work a very sedentary job. Oh, I like short workouts. Meredith Shirk. Are you talking about Mere? Mere? I think I know who that is. She always sends me her stuff. I get it all the time in my email. It's like 8-minute workouts. Short, Meredith Short. Yeah, they call her Mare. She calls herself Mare, M-E-R-E. Yeah, I get her stuff in my emails. Yeah, they're like 8 minutes, I think. She says you can lose weight in 7 or 8 minutes or something. I want to go back to the workouts I was doing for a while where I was really losing weight. That little Asian girl, I can't remember what her name is. I don't know why I never can remember her name. But anyway, I want to go back to that. As soon as I can remember her name, I might start doing those again. But Just Dance also helps burn the calories. I use that on my cardio days for sure. And I need to do some Zumba. I was supposed to do Zumba yesterday. I think I just did Just Dance, which was kind of Zumba like anyway. The hammer time thing was a little bit Zumba ish. So I can count that as my Zumba. I got bugs crawling on me, little ants and stuff. Um, yeah, I mean, there's lots of different ways you can work out, really. And Just Dance is just fun for me. So I'm glad Matthew let me get that and put it on the TV so I can do that every day. But I need to do more, I don't want to say targeted workouts because they say you can't really target your body parts. Weight is going to come off as it's going to come off. And usually with me, the stomach is the very last I ever lose weight, anyways. And I just figure that's how it is. I usually lose it in my chest first, of all places. And that doesn't bother me either because I was very large chested to begin with. And working out and stuff and losing weight, I lost a lot of that, probably half of the size. So, and that didn't hurt me any. It's easier to find clothes when you're smaller on the top, actually, I think. Nicer clothes, anyway. Ones that I like to wear. But yeah, walking is good. Yeah, yep. I need to walk every day, and I've been doing pretty good with that because I walked like to the bus stop and back. Now, yesterday, Amy picked me up and dropped me off home, so I didn't have to walk. But when I do walk to the bus stop, it's like 0.4 miles or something like that. Both ways is 4, so or point 0.4, so point 0.8, whatever that is. Yeah. It burns off a little bit of weight. Yeah, there you go. And I can walk down my path and then walk down the street a little ways and then walk up the neighbor's yard and then into my backyard and back around. I do that too, and every bit helps. And I have this thing on my phone called Google Fit, and that logs in my steps. The first day I did great. After that, not so much. So I need to get back in the swing with that. I don't know. Sometimes it's too hot. Sometimes it's raining. The last 3 days we've had rain on and off like constantly, and which didn't make sense. On and off constantly. You know what I mean? We've had rain consistently like every day, on and off throughout the day. We've had rain. And therefore, I didn't get out and walk because here rain means floods and puddles and dirt and mud and yeah. So I don't walk on rainy days, but it's a perfect day to get out and walk right now. I'd even walk with you guys and talk to you. But I'm, like I said, I'm afraid as soon as I get away from the house, this thing's going to shut down. It does every time, so I don't want that to happen. Not yet, anyway. Not ready to say goodbye yet. Oh, you've had COVID. Oh, gosh, sweetweed, I get it. Oh my gosh, I so get it. I still have breathing troubles from COVID. I have my inhaler I use if I'm going to take a long walk. The inhaler comes out every time because I can't. My chest will close up and I'll have trouble breathing, and then I panic, and yeah, it's not a good sight or experience. So do what you can. Take little walks. Don't push yourself. Do what you can. When you feel fatigued, you stop. Listen to your body. No matter what you do, listen to your body. Your body is very smart. It will tell you. It'll even tell you what kind of exercise it wants to do. You know, God gave us pretty smart little mechanisms to get us through life. That's how I make my lists each week, but I don't always stick to my lists. I just have them as kind of a guideline of this is what I'd like to be doing, this is what I plan to do. But whatever happens, God orchestrates my steps anyway, so He orders our steps. So we just wake up and we say, this is what my intention is, and okay, God, you take the wheel and you show me what you want to do this day. I'm not here for me anyway, I'm here for Him. So, I'm just passing through. It's just a period of time of existence on this planet. And then I'll exist somewhere else, probably heaven or wherever eternity takes me. But while I'm here, I'm going to live it up and enjoy it to the utmost. I'm getting new glasses soon, and I'm going to be so happy because honestly, just sitting here looking over across at the neighbor's yard, everything's kind of a little bit fuzzy. I got 20/25 vision right now in these glasses, and they're going to get me over to 20/20 vision with the new glasses. That's going to be a few weeks, 2 to 3 weeks, they said. So, good thing is I can take the bus if I need to. Oh, contacts with bifocals. Interesting. I was not aware that contacts had bifocals in them. That's a neat concept. I could probably do contacts with bifocals. I don't know. I don't know if my insurance would cover contacts or not, but it could be something I could look into with the eye doctor. Yes, vitamin D supplements. I do take vitamin D every day. I take 2 little vitamin D filled capsules. I don't like to overdo vitamins because I'm a small person. And I remember somebody saw me on camera a while ago. And they said, oh my gosh, you are short. I am. I'm only 5 feet tall. That's not that tall. There's not much to me. So I don't take like full doses of anything. And a lot of times doctors will start me out on the highest dose or even middle dose. And it's way too much. Yeah, definitely take vitamin D, sweet wheat. Yes, women especially, they're finding out, are depleted in vitamin D. And especially those of us that live in climates where the sun does not shine a lot. And lately it has not. Because that's where you get vitamin D, is from the sun. That's one reason I'm sitting out too. I mean, the sun is not that bright here, but I'm still getting some measure of vitamin D, I suppose. Is that my Bobo man? I think that's Bobo that just walked by into the yard. He loves lounging in the weeds and stuff. I think tomorrow I'm probably going to get out and mow my lawn. It's getting long again. Get out my little plug-in lawnmower and go to town. That's also cardio, mowing your grass. God knows I have enough grass to mow. What I do is I mow my normal route of grass, and then I keep working back farther and farther with the lawnmower. Because it's just a little electric thing. I don't have a fancy schmancy gas-powered one that works. So if you can see behind me, I mowed over there the last time, and our grass is such that if you mow it the first time, it stays pretty well mowed until it rains, and then it's like a mess. Oh yeah, vitamin D makes a huge difference. Definitely. Vitamins and minerals and the stuff we put into our bodies, and even what goes on in our body, regulates who we are and what we do and what we get done during the day, for sure. And it's good to have your levels checked every once in a while if you can, of different things. For those of you that don't know, my mammogram was normal. I don't know if I told everybody that or not. I can't remember from day to day what I say. You know how that goes. Um, but yeah, it was normal. I was so happy because cancer runs in both sides of my family. My mom just had chemo for a different type of cancer, and I'm always concerned about that because it is in my family. And I'm always trying to, be the healthiest I can be. I hate invasive procedures, as you know. So I try to avoid them at all costs. So anytime I get a clean bill of health, yes, I will shout it from the rooftops because I'm happy. Pretty soon I got the old PAP coming up. The lady exam. Not fun times, but you got to get it done and make sure everything is, operating the way it should, and there's no growths that invaded anything that they don't need to be in there for. Thank you for the thumbs, by the way. I see 5 thumbs up there. Appreciate it. That's always motivating when you see people say that they like what you're doing. Oh, excuse me. My brain's still trying to wake up. Trying not to rely on false stimulants like caffeine and stuff to wake me up in the morning. Just the good fresh air is enough to do it for me. Fresh air and the kitty cats wanting to eat their food. But yeah, it's going to be a nice day, it looks like. The skies are so blue. Can you see that behind the trees? They're beautiful today. Beautiful blue skies. So pretty. All the greenery around me. Green trees, green grass. Yes, it means mowing, but honestly, I don't mind that because it's so pretty. I love green. Green grass and green leaves and green trees and green vegetables growing, and yeah, beautiful. Green is life. There's all kinds of life around me. It's beautiful. Can't complain. Oh, thank you for the extra thumb. Appreciate it. I'll just keep yawning in your ear. It's nice to not have to work for a day. A couple days, actually. Today and tomorrow. Then I go back to work till the 17th, and I'm done, and on to new adventures, whatever those might be at some point. We shall see. Forward ho, and away we go. It's funny, I always tell people when I'm talking to them on the phones, getting the bids and stuff, they'll start asking me, well, do you know what the scope of the project is? Do you know how many feet? Blah, blah, blah. Do you know this? If you need some kind of mechanical blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, sir, I wish I could tell you that, but I am the phone representative. I am literally the woman that calls you and gets the yes, no, and away we go. And they laugh usually. My coworkers definitely laugh at me most of the day. I keep them laughing. That's how we get through all those hours of calls. I just get them giggling. Hi, Bobo. What you got? You got something that you're eating, buddy? Bobo man. Look at this cute cat. He is so adorable. How did I get so blessed to have this guy? Bobo man. Hi, this man. Come here to this mama. Come see this mama. Hi, this baby boy. You should come sit with mommy. Come here. Come sit with me, guy. My pretty man. I know, you hear all the birdies, you're all excited. You think you're going to get some chicken legs or something for lunch, huh? What else we got going on today, peoples? Anything else we can chat about? We talked garden and exercise and weight loss, food, and work. Oh, look at Nietzsche. And this is why we don't take down the hutch. Right there. Get a short-haired cat or a hairless cat, sweet wheat. It's probably the dander in the hair that you're allergic to. And cats are wonderful. What you doing, Bobo man? He's looking to see who's watching him. There's Teddy Man. Teddy Bear. Yeah, so about the other cat that I told you guys a while ago, the girl that gave us Bobo and Maverick, her cat had kittens again, and she was talking about giving us a kitten. Well, the original plan, I thought, was that we were getting a big fluffy, not big, but a fluffy kitten like Bobo. And it was going to have the same mother and father as Bo has. Now she tells me, oh no, this one is not long haired. She shows me a picture of him. He's short haired and it's Bobo's cousin. I said, I don't want him. You told me a fluffy haired cat. Oh, yeah, it's the cat hutch that Matthew built. I didn't know you haven't seen it. It's an eyesore, but honestly, the cats love it. They love it. I'll show you inside of it. Let us all be cats and go over to the cat hutch, or cat fort, as LB calls it. We have a little window here. It was a little window. You can look on in there. See? There's a blanket set up for them. And there's a fan in there, too. See the fan? That was for when it was super beastly hot out here. But yeah, there's a little blanket in there, and underneath the chair they can get in and out. They can get in and out on the sides, like over on this side where I'm showing you. And then they can come up here and sit, like Mavy's doing now, and Mimi's doing. Hi, Meech. I'm just demonstrating. Here comes Bobo Man. Yeah, Matthew put it together a while ago. There's pallets, and I don't know if you can see this. This is actually a TV tray. See the legs? TV tray where the fan is perched inside of. But it's all pallets, and over here is another chair. It was an old chair that we didn't have any use for. You can kind of see it's a chair. It's on that side. And yeah, pallets and pillows and couch cushions. And I don't know how he made it. He's pretty clever. He's very creative. He has a very creative mind, my husband. So, yes. And they all love it. That's why we have not taken it down. He really does have a great imagination. He's a pretty amazing guy. I love him very much. We just celebrated, I think, 91 months together yesterday. You know, we celebrate our month anniversaries. We haven't really celebrated though. I think we'll probably do that soon. We'll probably get some kind of angel food cake or something and make it into a strawberry shortcake and celebrate. That's my favorite. I love angel food cake with strawberries. Anything strawberry and angel food, I'm good. I do like pound cake too, but pound puts the pounds on you, so I try to stay away from that. Michi's Palette Palace. There you go. Yes. Yeah, my husband's amazing. So yeah, 91 or something like that months we've been together, and 8 years we've been together total, and 6 years married. So he is a guy that definitely gives his all into relationships. Oh, thank you, Sweet Wheat. Good. I love it. Thank you again for the diamond painting. I am definitely going to be doing more of those soon. I just got to get some things taken care of, like my car registration, my license to drive. All that stuff has to be paid for. And then I can get more diamond paintings. I'm going to give them for Christmas to family. I think those are great gifts. You guys didn't see the finished painting, did you? The diamond painting. Sweet Wheat, I don't think you've seen my diamond painting, have you? I actually framed it and everything. I'm going to show you. I'm trying to be quiet because he's sleeping. But there it is. There's our diamond painting. Stuck stickers on it from Mommy Mars that she sent me. Like love stickers and white flowers, roses and stuff. And I put it in a frame. But here you can see little diamond paintings. Yeah, you inspired me by sending me the first diamond painting, which unfortunately I can't find. I have looked everywhere for that darn thing. But yeah, that was our second wedding day. That was when we got married at the I-80 truck stop. You can kind of see the big truck in the background. If you ever go to the I-80, you'll see that truck, and it's blue on the top. It's an actual big truck that's parked there, and we're up on the balcony area. It was so much fun. It was more fun than getting married in the German American Heritage Center where we first got married, for sure. So, yeah, I may not have a normal house and a normal life like other people do, but honestly, I've definitely had some adventures in my own life. And I've made the best of it. That's what I was telling Amy yesterday when we were driving home. I said, I probably don't have a house like you're used to seeing. I don't have carpets on my floors, and I have to dump a bucket every time I use my kitchen and bathroom sink, and I don't have a washer dryer like normal people would have in their house, but I've done pretty good. I've been pretty resourceful and made work what I have, you know. Here's my Bobo. Here's my Bobo. I'm trying to get this enlarged so you can see the Bobo. Hey, Bobo man. Look at how pretty you are. You're so pretty. Handsome boy. Mr. Fluff Fluff Butt. I love that cat. Anyway. Yeah, so I plan on getting some more diamond paintings and working on them before Christmas time. So I have gifts to give to each of my daughters. Just little diamond paintings. I'm not going to get huge ones. But they're going to have pictures on them of things that they're interested in. Like Carol has one with turtles that I did. And that one's already done. I've shown that one many times. The sea turtles. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. I'm going to do a bit of grooming while I'm sitting here chatting with you guys. It was nice getting a nice shower this morning, waking up. Getting my hair all nice and clean. Smelling good, looking good. Anyway, it's been kind of quiet for me online because the Johnny Depp Amber Heard thing is done. So I haven't really found anything else to really catch my attention to that extent. I started watching that one trial, but I really don't want to hear about people murdering people. It's just not my thing. It's depressing. I'd rather talk about happy things and be surrounded by happy things. Hi, Momo. What you doing? You can come up. Or not. Whatever. So what do you guys got planned for your weekend? What you doing? Mine's going to be pretty quiet. I think. Tomorrow's church. Church was really good last week. Really like our pastor. He's good. Well, the pastor last week was the main pastor from the head church, the lead church. But our pastor's really good too. So I haven't heard anything else about being on the worship team, although right now, without having an operable vehicle, I really can't even go to practices. So buses don't run like 24 hours. They only run certain hours of the day. So even if I wanted to do that, I would have to find a ride or something to get me there. And I don't think I can do that very easily. Aww. Yay. Yeah, I'm working on my toes, as a matter of fact. I'm trimming my nails. I didn't want to be all gross if anybody was eating, but after the shower, they're nice and soft, and that's the way to trim them best. Oh, wow. Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie. I might catch that. Who knows? But yeah, today will be nice and peaceful for me. I'll probably do a little bit of Just Dance later. Might film another one, I don't know. Try to make it a little bit easier to see. I know last night it was pretty dark on that one that I did, the MC Hammer one. But I might do another one, who knows. Airplane going over. Better than those army helicopters. God, I hated those things. It scared me. Oh, okay. Hasn't started yet. Gotcha. Won't try to watch it then, because it hasn't started. So I don't know. Maybe Matthew will want to do something together today. Watch some TV or whatever. We've been watching Melissa and Joey. That's our thing we watch lately. I have been watching New Amsterdam. I might catch a few episodes of that again. I like that show. Pretty cool. Oh, the New Amsterdam that I saw yesterday, the episode, and I think other episodes too. I don't know if you guys know Special Books for Special Kids. There's a guy on there um, that talks to all the special people that have like disabilities and such. And he is on New Amsterdam episodes. He is the hard of hearing interpreter, the deaf interpreter, because one of the doctors on New Amsterdam is deaf. And he actually interprets what she signs with sign language. And he's on New Amsterdam. I saw him yesterday. I was like, I know that voice from somewhere. And I looked at him. I'm like, oh, that's that dude. It was. It's him. So, yeah, he's probably on a few of those episodes now. So, if you guys watch New Amsterdam and you know what Special Books for Special Kids is, you'll know what I'm talking about. I was all excited because I really like the Special Books for Special Kids. It's a good channel. It helps you appreciate life a lot more when you realize you don't have it so bad. There's people that are really struggling that have all kinds of issues going on. You don't know because you don't see them. But this channel brings that all to light, to the surface, and you realize life isn't quite so bad as you think it is when you see other people really suffering. Okay, toe grooming done. Thank you for your patience with that. I had to get that done. I get busy with work and then I don't have time, or I don't take time, and other things seem more important like dancing and stuff. So yeah. Pretty birdies. Tweet, tweet, tweet. Yep, I'm gonna skedoodle too, I think. I've been on for over an hour. Usually an hour is my starting time of what I want to try to have my lives stay at, because people go back and watch them. And everybody doesn't have all kinds of hours and hours to sit and watch a live stream. At least in an hour, you can kind of forward through by quarters of the hour and get the good stuff. And I could even go back and rewatch and put timestamps of what we're talking about on each part of the hour. People do that too. That's pretty smart and pretty helpful, because I know it's helped me on people's videos. Anyway, I am going to try to figure out who that Asian girl is. I used to do her workouts, and I'm probably going to do those again too. So thank you, ladies, for hanging with me today, and all of the others who have not made themselves known. Be blessed today. Have a great day. It is Sabbath day. So shalom, Shabbat, shalom, everybody, and have a wonderful one. Peace and joy and love to all of you. We'll see you soon. Be blessed. Shalom. Shabbat, shalom.